Ideally, if you have a credit card, if you have like, say, a $3,000 credit line, you want to charge $1,000 and pay it 100% off every month. So I get a question all the time about how do you improve your credit score? Well, here's the funny thing. There's 3 credit reporting companies, which a lot of people don't realize. There's TransUnion, Experian, and Equifax. All 3 of them, so when you go to apply for credit somewhere, they usually will pull 1, but like if you're buying a mortgage, they'll pull 3 and they'll take the middle score. So you really have to know, just like a sporting event, you need to know the score. And what I find is, the government set up this thing at annualcreditreport.com that you can pull your credit score for free, or your credit report for free. Well, that doesn't do you any good if you actually don't know the score. It drives me bonkers being a numbers person. So, number 1, you need to know your score. Number 2, the only website that the banks pull from is myfico.com. When I was on the show on CNBC called On the Money years ago, there was a credit expert there. And it has stuck with me since then. Myfico.com is the only one the banks look at. So there are tons of credit reporting or credit rating agency reporting to get your score. But I can tell you, I've seen 80-point swings with the ones the bank look at versus cheaper options on the internet. So you better go to the one that's actually making all the rules of how you're going to actually be affected. Don't be cheap. Get your score, even if you just do it like once a year. It's just kind of a thing that you do in your financial checkup. And that's the first thing you got to do is got to know your score. How to improve your score? Well, you want to be 720 or above. That's really where you want to be at. Why? Because then you pretty much can do anything if you choose to get debt, and you're going to get it at the best rates out there. Okay? So if you're lower than 720 and you pulled that score and you see it and you kind of go, and you start trying to emotionally beat yourself up, well, first of all, don't do that. What I need you to do is I actually need you to say, okay, I need you to look at what is reporting badly. Now, if it's from late payments or stuff like that, okay, there's nothing you can do about that except just sit there and give it time and start doing things financially efficient. Don't be more than 30 days late. Make sure that you're paying them on time. Ideally, if you have a credit card, if you have like, say, a $3,000 credit line, you want to charge $1,000 and pay it 100% off every month. So the problem is when you have good credit, what they do is they keep jacking up how much credit accessibility that you have. But the problem is if you have a $30,000 credit line, you're only charging $1,000 a month. That's not 30% of your available credit. And to optimize your score, it's charged. So call up the company and say, I don't want a $30,000 line. I want a $3,000 line. But it's our fear that makes us not want to lower those credit lines. But you wouldn't have that fear if you were actually having enough emergency reserves in a savings account so that you become your own bank and you don't have to depend on a different bank. So those are some quick tips of how to get your credit score higher. And again, join me on juliemurphy.com, join my workshops, join my discovery stuff, or come on, take the 6-week online course that I have so you can get the coaching from me live and on videos to get you to exactly where you want to be. Do you want to experience free coaching based on my 25 plus years as being a financial planner and ask me any question that you want to ask me to help you get past that hurdle in your financial world? I run these free workshops every other month to start to open you up to start to help you get to this next place. The information for my free workshop, click the link below and register, and I'll see you on the next workshop.